Leos, welcome to my channel. Let's see what the week ahead has in store for you. We're going to start off with my OK Tarot. I've been loving this deck, not just because it's pink, but for some reason my intuition is able to expand more with these cards. So if you are interested in this deck, I think it is called OK Tarot. If I'm not correct, let me know in the comments, or let the people know who want to actually get this deck in the comments the correct name. I believe that's the correct name. But let's get into it. Any information on this you may be looking for to book a personal session with me will be in the comments or in the description. And make sure you like the video if you do resonate with the messages. So what's going on for this week? Okay, so we have two cards that immediately flipped out. We have the Knight of Cups and we have the Four of Swords. So the Knight of Cups, there could be some sort of message that comes in during this time frame. Now, this could be a message from a love interest, a possible Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio individual. If not that specific zodiac sign, someone who's interested in you and trying to pursue you. Now, for some of you, this could be someone who you've never dated before. And the fact that they're pursuing you, it could be a question of whether or not it's genuine or whether or not this person is like actually wanting to pursue you for the right reason. So you could take a moment of reflecting or stepping back to kind of analyze the situation and see how you feel. I'm also getting this energy of some of you. This is somebody who you do know, and you could have a history with them actually, and that could be the reason why you need a moment to pause to reflect on whether or not this is the connection you want to give another chance, or want to give a chance just in general. I'm also seeing there's some sort of creative idea that you guys have been sitting on for some time now, and the more that you sit on this idea and don't take action on it, or don't take consistent action on it, it's still in your psyche. Like, you can't get it out of your head. No matter what you do, it's like you can't get this idea out of your head, and it almost feels like you have to pursue it, is what I'm getting. I'm also getting, you could feel like doing certain things or have energy to do certain things that you just didn't have maybe previous to this week. With the Four of Swords, this is like resting, sitting back in a reflective energy. So you could find yourself in a different emotional space to where you're open to like going out more or hanging out with certain people. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio individual of significance this week. Even with the Queen of Cups showing up here and the Knight of Cups, strong Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy is showing up. Or somebody who has like a deep care or love for you could be trying to like apologize. And I've been seeing this energy. I don't know, is there a, we just got through with the Mercury retrograde, but something has to be going on cosmically for this energy to be showing up. I think I saw this for Aquarius and maybe Sag. I forgot the exact zodiac signs I got similar energy with, but anywho, let's keep going. I'm also seeing that your intuition could be on a beam with this Queen of Cups. There's also certain emotions that are coming up during this time frame that maybe you thought you got past. Like, maybe you thought that you forgave someone for something that they did, or certain things that they may have said in the heat of the moment. And then maybe you realize you haven't all the way forgiven them. Okay, I also have the Knight of Wands. I have the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Cups, and I also have the Five of Wands. So there could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo individual that could be kind of passive aggressive during this time frame, not really saying what's on their mind or really expressing themselves in terms of like how they energetically feel. And this could be making you confused. It's like, okay, are we on the same page? Are we not? What's going on? Okay. If not that specific zodiac sign, again, I'm picking up this energy of someone being just energetically confusing. It's like, where are we? Are we moving forward? Are we taking a step back? You could be trying to match this person's energy and not overdo it in terms of like applying too much pressure or doing too much when it comes to approaching this person or dealing with them. Sorry guys, my neighbors are like, I don't know what they're doing. They be partying and doing God knows what. Anywho. But yeah, so they could be energetically all over the place. Also with the Two of Cups and the Five of Wands, someone could be energetically connected to you, and it could be something that you don't quite understand, like why you're connected to this person. The Two of Cups, to me, I always say this, is being emotionally connected to someone in a way where maybe it doesn't make sense on paper. Like you could feel their emotions even though you're not around them, or like you could be long distance and still feel a connection to someone emotionally, or feeling what's going on with them, if that makes any sense. Or you could be, you know, not in contact with them and still kind of sense what emotions they're feeling. Anywho, there's someone's emotions that you could be feeling during this time frame. You do need to be mindful of being attached energetically to certain individuals, especially if it's throwing you off with this Five of Wands. I'm also seeing that there's some sort of workplace drama. Now, this doesn't have to do anything with you. For some of you, this doesn't have anything to do with you, but someone's trying to include you in some sort of drama. This could be like some sort of dating work drama. I'm seeing. What is this about? Like it could be someone thinking that you're trying to, I don't know, maybe deal with someone that they're interested in at work. It's some sort of work drama. Or it may not even be something about like something romantic. It could be certain people that you work with that could just be drama filled, and they just want a reason to be energetically difficult. It's kind of what I'm getting. This could be somebody who's going through some personal stuff at home, and they're using their personal stuff as an excuse to be rude. So don't take it personal if you do have anybody who just seems real picky, or not picky, but energetically weird in terms of just trying to pick at you. What's going on with my Leos for the week? Okay, some of you are going to be moving, relocating. You may have been in a space of not knowing whether or not you're going to be able to do this, but you could be hearing back or getting some news that you are like approved for a place, or that you're able to move. Some of you will be moving with someone else, like your partner. And you could be wondering if that's a good move or if that's actually a smart decision. If this is going to backfire, you could have a little bit of fear in that. Okay, some of you are going to be moving somewhere new, like a new state, and you don't really know anybody there. So you moving there, it's like you have to get into the right state of mind, and you could be trying to do that this week. Or you like recently moved and you've been trying to adjust. Let me pull some cards from this deck as well. I'm also seeing okay, hold on, let me So you could be realizing that you have to let go of something, that the more that you cling on to it or hold on to it, it just keeps taking and taking and taking away from you. This could be someone who you genuinely care about, but the more that you hold emotional space for them, or even like past tense, holding on to certain emotions, it just kind of takes away from your energy and you being in a higher vibration. So the universe could be guiding you beyond just this week towards releasing and surrendering things that energetically just kind of, again, take away from your aura, take away from your sense of balance spiritually. I have the Temple Path, the Angel of Balance, and Cornucopia. Yeah, some of you guys are going to be moving. I'm seeing that you could be moving somewhere where maybe there's a lot of parks around where you stay, or a lot of trees, beautiful landscape. With the Angel of Balance, this does talk about energetically things coming to a place of harmony. To me, this is the Justice card. So there is going to be balance restored, karma divvied out, good karma, bad karma, karma to kind of set the scales balanced. And Cornucopia talks about blessings, abundance in all forms, not just in the sense of money. Abundance is always kind of talked about in the sense of money, but abundance also talks about having a lot of support, having a lot of love around you. It means an abundance of anything, honestly. So what is this Cornucopia about? Yeah, so some of you guys are going to be like shifting a narrative that you may have believed about your love life. Maybe you believed because of what you've been through with disappointment, of expectations and how you thought things were supposed to play out. Maybe you thought that your opportunities were up in terms of you meeting someone genuine or finding real love. And then you end up finding somebody new, and then that just kind of changes the whole narrative. Or you end up discovering maybe a career path that's like your calling, or you get into your passion and you could be discovering that this is something that is an opportunity for you, instead of you focusing on like what you think you don't have enough of, or what you think that you need more of. Okay, let's pull from here. What's going on with my Leos for this week? We have Knot, which represents relationships. So huge focus on personal relationships that you have around you. Are these relationships that make you feel tied down energetically or weighed down? Or are these relationships that are uplifting? We also have Heart. So the heart chakra, love. So matters of the heart, relationships, personal relationships is the theme. Your energy, how your energy is being divvied out. Okay. What's fueling you? I'm hearing energy work. Some of you guys could be doing some sort of cleansing work, doing some sort of spiritual bath during this time frame. I'm also seeing something here about like technology or something like that. Some sort of like, I don't know what that's about. I heard technology. I don't know what that's about. Anywho, I have Mirror, which represents reflection. And I have Phrases, which represents motivation. Yeah, so you guys have already been in a reflective state. I think it's a matter of you pushing yourself and you only surrounding yourself with people who uplift you and not kind of take away from your sense of like knowing who you are. And there is certain relationships where people do that. It's like you could have someone around you who kind of gaslights you and then almost makes you question yourself. But you know what's in your best interest. You know what is to be true. It's a matter of you needing to kind of stand in that. It's kind of what I'm getting. Hey NJ. Hey Better Living. How you doing? Sorry guys, I was so into the reading. I was not looking at the comments, but how are you guys? What are the spiritual messages from my Leos? Direction Guardian, choose your path. Okay, so there's certain moves or certain decisions that you have to make essentially, or choices that are going to lay out what your path looks like in the long term. So it's important that you're choosing to make decisions in your life beyond just this week that align with the bigger picture. Take in consideration always of the bigger picture. Is this decision I'm making today going to benefit me in the long term? Is this going to make sense? Is this going to carry me through? And there is going to be certain opportunities or certain pathways that open up, and you're going to have to choose what you feel more in alignment with, okay? I also have Eagle. It says, see from a higher perspective. Yes, I just talked about that. So seeing the bigger picture, it's important to always zoom out. Not in a sense where you're not living in the now. I don't mean it in that sense. But living in the now and knowing that the decisions that you make in the moment is simultaneously creating your future. Like in the moment is where the future is created essentially, and keeping that in the back of your head so that you can be almost in the future and in the present at the same time, if that makes any sense. I hate to be cryptic, you guys know. I hate to be all cryptic and stuff. Hopefully you understand what I just said. Anyways, so with spring, it says, see your seeds grow. So the other spiritual message, it's important to nurture your seeds or the things that you're planting or things that you've previously started or have, found yourself interested in starting if you haven't necessarily done it yet. And if you haven't started, this is the week to do so. And I kind of made this analogy with another sign. I forgot the exact sign it was. I think it was Aquarius. But just like regular plants, if we were talking about literal plants, you water them, you allow them to do their thing. You don't overly water, you don't overly watch over the plants while they're growing. You allow them the space to do what they need to do. So when it comes to your manifestations, it's like allowing that same space to be afforded to your, personal growth or your projects or the things that you're working on. And not like expecting things to be perfect is also the message, or expecting yourself to be perfect. But yes, okay, let's see what the final messages are for you, Leos. So we have the Magician that flipped immediately. So know your potential, tap into your potential, be unapologetic in standing in that. Okay, Five of Swords reversed. Don't let people play in your face. Okay, this is not the week to be allowing people to play in your face. And release the need to divvy out the karma to people who have wronged you. Okay, they're going to get their karma on their own. There is nothing that you need to do. And it's important that you don't look at yourself any less than because of the fact that other people have been maybe nasty spirited and have taken advantage of your niceness or taken your kindness for a quote unquote weakness. We also have the Ace of Swords. So approach this week with a different perspective, kind of like what the Eagle card said. See things from a higher perspective. Allow yourself to be free of narratives that aren't true. Or like preconceived notions, like believing that your love life is doomed, believing that you could only make a certain amount of money. Clear out all of that. Clear out all of that, because none of that's true. You could, remember, your life could change at any moment. Your life could change in an hour. Okay, your life could change in 5 minutes. So time is not relative to anything when you like start to think about, oh, well, my life, if you allow it, and it starts with you looking at things from a different perspective. Hey, Puzzle Snatcher. And then we have the Death card. So the last, I guess, message for you is to stand in change. Stand in the change that you've been making, stand in the change that you've been experiencing, and allow growth to come from it. And that is the last message. Thank you so much for your support. I hope that this was helpful and to give you insight. If you did enjoy, thumbs up the video, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you resonated with certain things and what type of readings you want to see in the future. And thank you so much for your support. Bye.